Well, hey guys, Silly Tuck here, and we are back. There we are. I did a little bit of a old school intro. We may actually have a lot of echo. I've just realized this. I hope it's not too bad, as I am in a pretty open room. I will not lie right now. Did a little bit of let's go with reorganizing here in the space in which I record videos. And yeah, do let me know if it is too terrible sounding. Of course, I will look it over, and I will figure out how terrible it is. But the worst part probably is that I will be a little bit further ahead, of course, than everything else, because that's how I record this series. Yeah. And enjoy that little ramble. Or I guess I hope you enjoyed it. Anyways, this is CZCW Reach for the Sky. Boy, that's like a thing, right? Somebody says that. That's like a Jay Briscoe thing, right? Reach for the Sky, boy. Or maybe it's just the Briscoe brothers. I don't know, okay? I don't stay up to date with the Indie Geek Smart Mark Wrestling. All right, I don't even know where I'm going with this, to be honest. You know what? We're just gonna go straight into the episode. We are in the Gorski ballroom, and yeah, let's run the show. As we see, oh wow, this was a lot worse than I thought it would be. Oh shit, Perdition doesn't know English now. Awkward. That's gonna be awkward. All right, we're gonna have to figure out how the hell to teach him English. So yeah, Perdition has had a little bit of a let's go change in casting. As the original actor, let's go with actor, has actually been signed by South of the Border Pro Wrestling. So we do indeed wish him all the best. But that is not what's important here. What is important here is that we continue with we continue on with our story. It just means that a couple angles tonight may not do nearly as well as they're supposed to. But I think we're gonna act like everybody understands what he's saying. Not everybody, but I mean, we're gonna act like why can I not think of his name? The Air Attack Weasel, it's right in front of me, of course, and Huracan know what he's saying. We're gonna pretend like that's a gimmick. I bet you guys can hear my goddamn controller. I'm obviously not focused. Damn it, Tucker. Anyways, so yeah, the Air Attack Weasel comes in, Perdition's like, yo, who's that guy? Obviously alluring to Huracan there, and Air Attack Weasel says, this, Perdition, this is Huracan. A once great Mayan god that, what do I want to say? God damn it, word escapes me. We're gonna go with put himself into a human body and was buried when the body died. The only problem is, Huracan's spirit never slept. So now, since his body is, of course, decaying, he wears this lovely mask that you can see. And Huracan was the god of wind and storms. Perdition's like, God damn it, Putty, you bastard. No, Putty, get out of here. Both of you, bastards. Damn it, Charles. Anyways, and so yeah. We've been introduced to a new character here in the Air Attack Weasel's little group. I don't necessarily know what we're calling them yet, but yeah, they now have a trio. As we head into a 39D- as just Insensitive makes his in-ring debut to a pretty decent rating, and he's got a pretty damn good in-ring performance, to be honest, as he defeats... this is going to start becoming a thing, and I'm going to have to mute it if it does it one more time. Anyways, he defeats Chet Chavez by pinfall with a Grace landing. So just Insensitive makes his in-ring debut. Quite capable performer, dispatches of Chet Chavez with relative ease. Of course, Chet, not the best on the roster, we'll go with that, but he certainly always tries. We move into a 38D- as Simon Waves attempts to stop Johnny Perez. Nobody really knows why. Johnny's just trying to go out to the ring, and Simon's like, Johnny, stop, okay? I understand. I understand why you're angry. You saw what happened last week, though. You saw what he can do. Don't do this. Don't do this. Johnny's like, you can't stop me, Simon. I'm doing this. I have to. I've sat away, and I've looked on. Yep, all right, one sec, folks. We'll be right back. God damn it, you bastards. Anyways, where were we? Yeah, Johnny says, I've sat on the sidelines for too long, and I've watched. Not anymore. All right, you know what happened last time I decided to take control of my own destiny? 2 guys ended up quitting the company because of me, because I frustrated them so much. Simon, I can't sit around anymore and be passive. I can't be Frankie's younger brother. I have to be my own man. I have to stand up for myself. So, Simon, I thank you, all right, for trying to stop me here. And maybe I am making a mistake. But it's a mistake that I have to make. Because if I don't make this mistake, I don't know if I can look myself in the eyes anymore. When I look in that mirror. And so, Simon, get out of my way. Simon looks Johnny up and down, and he does so. He moves out of Johnny's way, and Johnny marches out to the ring, where he grabs a microphone, and he says, "Perdition, you motherfucker. Last week, you hurt a man that I look upon as a father figure. You hurt the Super Ninja. You hurt Fumihiro Oda, a man who has sworn to protecting this company. His entire career, he's done nothing but defend this place from people like you. And you beat him down. And you nearly took him out. I say nearly. Because somewhere deep down, I know that Oda will come back from this. He always does. It's what he does. What the hell did I just said? I know he does. He always does. I don't know. That made no sense. I will apologize right now, as what I have just said obviously made little to no sense. Anyways, he says, "Perdition, I want you to get your bitch ass out here right now, because I'm fed up of this shit. I'm fed up of just everything. You know what? I'm fed up of people attacking my mentors. I'm fed up of people spitting on me. I'm fed up of people thinking I'm worse than Frankie was. Because everybody knows I'm better than Frankie was. They just don't want to say it, because they know that if they give me the goddamn credit that I deserve, the credit that is rightfully mine, they know I'm going to run with that ball. And I'm going to go farther than anybody else ever has in this company. They know that once they give me that room, once they give me that lead, I'm going to run, and I won't stop until this company is something bigger than it was ever going to be. They know that if they let me take the ball and run, that this place will never be the same." Perdition comes out, and he just speaks some shit in Spanish. And everybody's kind of confused. Nobody really knows what he's talking about, apparently, in game. But in store, we're going to say that Perdition says, "You want to fight, little man? Then you've got one. Tonight, main event, Perdition versus Johnny Perez." So, Johnny, go back there. Really do. Go back there. Have a nice long think about what the hell you've just gotten yourself into, because you're not walking out the other side. There won't be a time to do it later. And, yeah, that's the promo. I was thinking about if I wanted to add anything else into it. That was the awkward little pause. I do that, I guess, too much, really, for even my own liking. But, I think sometimes it's necessary with how many things I kind of think about when I do promos. And plus, yeah, no, never mind. I don't know where the hell I was going with that either. See, I confuse myself. That's how good I am. I just don't even understand what I'm saying half the time. Anyways, yeah, we're going to move forward here as Going Coastal just defeats Bad Reputation out of nowhere, like RKO. shocking fashion. California Love Machine, though. Look at that in-ring rating. I may have underrated California Love Machine very much, and he may have to become quite a integral role here going forward. But yeah, I don't really know what this means for the tag team division, right? Because, okay, so Bad Reputation defeated the American Cobras. The American Cobras, though, have defeated Rich and Famous. Now, Going Coastal defeated Bad Reputation, and somewhere in that mix, I do believe, is it the Wildcats? Yeah, somewhere in there is the Wildcats. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I forget my own storyline sometimes. That's what happens when you take like a week break from recording, so that's entirely my fault. Anyways, pretty decent match overall. Very proud of that. And so Going Coastal grabs a microphone. Going Coastal, like they're one person? Yes, everyone. Going Coastal, the singular human being. Anyways, California Love Machine and Frankie Boy grab microphones. And California Love Machine says, that is what Going Coastal is all about. It's being counted out. It's being looked down upon. It's being thought to be lesser. And then coming out of nowhere and shocking everyone to do the thing that no one thought you could do. We just defeated guys who were tag team champions. Speaking of tag team champions, Rich and Famous, you guys want to talk about how you're 5-time Coastal Zone tag team champions, and you know what, me and Frankie here, we aren't afraid to give you your due. You guys are great. You guys are future legends. No, not even future legends. You're currently legends of this company. Possibly the best tag team in terms of numbers. But you see, in the ring, there's something else. There's something that can't be calculated, something that can't be pinned on a board next to a whole bunch of different other numbers, and that's heart. And if there's one thing that the ladies know, it's that California Love Machine has more heart than anybody else in this business, if you know what I'm saying. So, Jackpot, Jake, I think both of you need to do a little bit of research, because if the last couple of years are any indication, we would also be one of the greatest tag teams in the history of this company. So, you two want a real challenge? You want a real matchup for the ages? You want to draw in that big dollar like you always like to do? Look no further. Because on the biggest stage, under the brightest lights, nobody is going to perform better than Going Coastal. And that's... We get a kind of little backstage thing here where Miguel Rivera goes to the Airtech Weasel's office, I guess, knocks on the door, and he says, Weasel, I came here last week, and, I know you weren't here, all right? Your Mexican boy toy already told me. And he's like, yo, man, watch what you're saying about Perdition, okay? Dude's sensitive, okay? He's a sensitive fella, all right? He has feelings, too. Anyways, what is this about here, Miguel? Miguel says, I want a title shot. I've defeated guys who are supposed to be in line for your championship countless times. Where's my shot? I'd hate to think it had something to do with the fact that I'm not some white geek like all the other guys here. That I have a little bit of... I was about to say sandpaper. What the hell's sandpaper? I have a little bit of color to myself, huh? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? And Weasel's like, dude, relax, okay? I've seen what you can do. Of course I have. Matter of fact, why don't you come in here, all right? We're going to sit down, and we're going to talk about what you can do. Because I agree with you. You deserve a title shot. So just come on in here. Let's sort this out. So Miguel goes in there. And what is this? Oh, this is a... hey everyone, weird little interruption here. Basically, when my recording cut out there, everything went fine. I recorded the second half of the video, and then I've just gone to put it all together right now here, my editing software, and it's telling me that, like, I don't have some kind of, like, codec thing installed. And I'm like, I've never heard of this before. What the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, okay. And then the second half of the video just fucking deleted itself. So I don't really know what the hell's going on there. So now I'm just going to explain to you guys what happened. I think we finished in the negotiations angle. So, Huracan came out and he defeated American Elemental 2 in a bit of a shocking display because, of course, American Elemental has done pretty well. And we actually reinforced out the angle up next where American Elemental came backstage and was like, yo, man, that Huracan guy's pretty unreal. And Simon's like, yeah. Not much to say in response, really, aside from Simon being a little bit nervous, you think. He's been a bit of a fearless leader here, but maybe not a totally shielded guy. Al Coleman cut a promo where he kind of hyped up Romero a little bit, Swipe, that is, and he talked about how Swipe is one hell of a fighter, and he went out and he had a pretty decent match right there. You can see that 44 against Swipe. And so Swipe actually went backstage afterwards and, like, said to Simon, like, yo, Simon, okay, so now not only do they have, not only does the Weasel have, excuse me, what the hell can I think of the name? Perdition, and, not only does he have Perdition, but now he has Huracan? This guy? Are you kidding me? Can we do this? Is this possible? And so, Simon was like, don't worry about it, man, alright, just nose to the ground, okay? Like you always do. All right, we'll figure this out. Johnny came out for the main event. Johnny lost in the main event despite putting on a Herculean effort. Just kept going no matter how many times he was knocked down. No matter how many times he was knocked down, just kept going right back at him. Just really couldn't get it done at the end of the day, which really did indeed suck. But we had the end show angle where Perdition went to beat down Johnny Perez and Simon Waves came out and kind of split up the whole thing, you know, pointing at Perdition like, no, you're not doing that. And then from out of the crowd, Miguel Rivera actually slid into the ring and knocked out Simon Waves. Went onto the ramp and celebrated with a Perdition, obviously meaning that the things that were discussed in the negotiation angle obviously is somehow played into the fact that Miguel has now joined this little group of the Air Attack Weasels. So in one show, we've gone from having this kind of duo of the Weasel being the brains and Perdition being brains and brawn, but more the brawn in the duo, to, having a quartet of some of the most dangerous men on the entire roster, possibly the most dangerous men on the entire roster. So yeah, I want to apologize to you guys for losing the second half of this video. Like I said, though, not really much I could do, but I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed what was left of this video. If you guys have any more questions, do leave them down below, and I'll try to figure out what the answer is to them if you have any questions. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Silly Talk, signing out.